There's one question about happiness I wish I had asked sooner. Your answer to this question will unlock magical insight to instantly improve your happiness and contentment. The question helps you discover parts of your life worth changing or improving, and it offers a bit of magic to sprinkle on those areas of life you can't change, though you'd like to. Here's the question. If you could, and it had no negative consequences, would you choose to jump forward in time to the end of what you're currently doing? It seems to be a simple question at first, but the way you process and answer the question can offer valuable insight into your life, what you value, what brings you joy, and what doesn't. In other words, if you could drink a magic potion that allows you to time travel past the task at hand, would you? If you were still able to retain what happens in this video, would you choose to skip forward in time to when it's over? What about to the end of the workday instead of experiencing the shift with your coworkers? Or what about the end of that board game with your family, taking that vacation, or even your current phase of life in general? Would you choose to skip the whole thing? I'm sure by now you've thought of a task or two that you wouldn't skip for the world. Think about those for a moment. Those are the things that bring you joy and tell you what you value and what gives your life meaning. Or you might have thought of a handful of things you would prefer to skip. If you thought of a high amount of these tasks, it might point to dissatisfaction in your life and other areas that need improvement or change. I spent years wondering why I wasn't happy and looking forward to the point in time when I had everything figured out and I finally found happiness. At some point, I realized that I was essentially fast forwarding my life because I was constantly living in the future, looking forward to some future goal or some future worry, but also looking at the future like it's this grand thing. But I wasn't that happy. The truth is that even if you improve your life, maybe eliminate or delegate some of those tasks that you don't enjoy, or find a career that fills you with purpose, you're still left with a life of tasks to complete, hobbies to enjoy, and loved ones to cherish. Let's focus now on those things that you'd prefer to skip altogether. Though we can't actually fast forward through them, I'd like to offer a bit of magic as a solution. And in order to unlock that magic, it's important to know that today's video requires a bit of interaction on your part. Listen, I carefully designed today's video to be a soul-nourishing experience that allows you a moment to reflect and craft your own answer to this question. But that only works if you allow your mind to slow down, settle in, and come along for the journey. Okay? If you've been with me a while, you'll know that we can always find that magic in Haven Hollow. And today, we're venturing off to the village trolley. Now, the irony of our fast-forward question is that often the best way to approach those tasks that we don't want to do is to slow down through the process of them rather than trying to speed up or skip them. And the trolley does just that. It allows us a moment of calm to refill our soul with the energy we need to take life at a slower pace. There's no destination on the trolley. It runs purely on fairy magic. And the fairies are quite unpredictable, so it only runs when they're in the mood to operate the thing. Lucky for us, the fairies are in the mood for a trolley ride today. What a coincidence. If you head just past the willow tree, and past all of the little shops, you'll find yourself at the big gazebo in the middle of the town center. It's nighttime, and you can practically hear the stars glistening. A rhythmic breeze floats past like a deep breath in and out. The trolley approaches with warm, hazy lights, The conductor lifts one arm out the window and yells, "All aboard!" With a gentle sway and click-clack of the tracks, the trolley pulls forward and time instantly slows. You put one foot in front of the other, and this feels more train than trolley, if you know what I mean. Who's driving this thing? Can we get a different playlist? Yeah, let me look at that. No. Okay, what about this one? That's the one. All right, all aboard. You put one foot in front of the other and step up and onto the wooden floor of the trolley. With a whoosh of air as the trolley departs the station, you take in a breath and smell fresh coffee and brewing herbs as the fairies make their rounds to take your order. Now, you already know the drill with the fairies. You can order whatever beverage suits your fancy, but they'll bring you the one that they want you to want, regardless of your preference. So fair warning, but you'll probably like it though. They usually offer a pixie potion, but they're out today for some reason. You sit on the nearest trolley bench by the cozy trolley window as raindrops begin to fall. Your weight sinks into the cushion, and all the stress in your body melts right into that cushion and leaves you weightless. You sip your sweet fairy beverage, and it fills up all the empty space, replacing the stress with cozy magic and life. Time slows on the trolley, and it has a way of allowing you to fully hear and feel the things you need right in this moment. I find that helpful because I'm often thinking of things I will need in the future, but I often forget about my current self. And taking care of your current self is what makes life feel cozy, so be sure to listen to those faint little whispers that fill the air. You watch out your window as the trolley chugs out toward the peaceful meadow, where your senses become heightened. You can smell every flutter of butterfly wings and feel every color of the wildflowers. Their petals are dancing and each blade of grass swaying in the breeze. My personal favorite are the snapdragons, who seem to always be singing a gentle song, harmonizing with the hum of the wind. You can only hear it if you listen closely, but when you catch its rhythm, your heart begins to harmonize with all the sounds of the nature surrounding you. No time for stopping though. The trolley follows the wind out past the singing of the sirens at the waterfall and over to the Pirates' Cove. Now, you probably don't know much about the pirates yet, but they're surely an adventurous group. I like to visit them when I'm in need of some adventure myself. That calm that's so tangible at the meadow is replaced with an energetic, light-filled energy here with the pirates. Your adventure-seeking self is refreshed, and you're reminded of all the things that give you life and fill your cup. So listen closely to what those whispers are telling you here. Your mind energetically recalls all the adventures you've already lived, and gently holds those memories here to relive them whenever you need them. Perhaps at some point in life you were taught to turn off that adventurous side of yourself, and maybe you've grown more cautious over the years. Feel free to set aside the cautious energy you've come to rely on and allow your more adventurous spirit to come to life again. You take another sip of your drink and breathe in deeply as the salty sea air cleanses your lungs, leaving behind all that old air and filling them with crispy adventure air. You'll want to hold on to your beverage for this part, lest it spills. The fairies don't like messes. The trolley ebbs and flows with the waves and the rain and begins...
Attention passengers.
Wait, this isn't part of my script.
The trolls are crossing the tracks again.
Did you write this?
It'll be just a moment. Seems the path is all clear. Those darn trolls are thieving left and right today. If you find you're missing any bags, buttons, or biscuits, please report to the Committee of Troll and Magical
Alright,
Creature
let's go.
Moderation. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for riding the village trolley.
The rain on the roof of the trolley softens to a sprinkle as you make your way past the enchanted forest and follow the birds up to the high mountains. The trolley always takes a stop here, as the highest peak of the highest mountain offers the most majestic view of the entire village. From here, you can feel the warm glow from Granny Leia's cottage and hear the hum of villagers settling in for a cozy evening meal with loved ones. Shop lights are glistening and roads are gleaming with the glimmer of the tapping rain. The faint siren call blends with the pirate shanty and those singing snapdragons, blending into a chorus of life itself. A steady rhythm and heartbeat, and the village itself is alive. With a calmer spirit, your mind is able to take in all of the life with its fullest energy. All the highs and lows it offers, all the memories and all the hopes you hold for your future. The trolley click-clacks its way back to the old gazebo just in time for a fairy to stop by and offer another beverage if you'd like to stay for another ride. Or take one to go if you'd like, whichever makes your heart happy today.